I never grew up hunting, but after my gymnastics career, I wanted to get into some new hobbies. I got into archery about 2 years ago, and then I quickly realized that most of what I eat is meat, and I should probably try to get it the best way possible, which is out in the mountains. Since I never went hunting before, I've never rifle hunted, I've never done archery, I've never done any of it, so but going out there, I wanted to do it what I think is a little bit of a harder way, which was archery. More consequences to make sure that you're doing everything right. So I put in for tags, and this will be my second year hunting mule deer. I got interested in hunting because hunting with a bow and arrow is just very, very difficult. And I like to do difficult things, and I want to be outside, I want to get outdoors, I want to get out into the mountains, and I thought this would be fun. We are loaded up, ready to go. Let's get it. We're out here on the road. It's gonna be about a 5-hour drive at least, probably, but kind of cool because this is gonna be a different route that I've ever taken. I've never gone out here, I've never been to this spot, so I've never driven through this area. And this area is actually a B-17 bombing range for B-17 naval range. So it is like pretty cool. There's like low flying aircraft signs all over the place. And so it's like a big time military aircraft bombing range, pretty sure. It's pretty cool. Well guys, we've officially made it to camp. We got set up. We've got a good glassing point where we can glass an entire hill. It's very thick country, but should be good. Hopefully we see something over the next few days. Let's go check it out. Dad just got here. Got the trailer, the Jeep, and the quad. So he just got here, showed him around, got him set up. We're just kind of setting up camp and whatnot. But check out this hill that we'll be glassing tonight. See if we can spot anything tonight. Maybe go after something in the morning. So we've got this whole hillside. We've got some back in this pocket. It's a little hard to see, but we have a good mountainside right here to kind of glass and check things out. So hard to see with the sun in your face though. But as that sun goes down, we'll be glassing this whole side, and we've got even more over there. So we're kind of sitting on a good little hilltop to be able to come out here and glass a bunch. Pretty stoked. Any drone footage I do will be after I'm done hunting, because it is illegal to use a drone to search for animals and wildlife while you're hunting. So definitely don't want to do that while we're here, even if it's just for footage for this film. I don't want them to think or get the wrong idea. So probably fly it once we're all done hunting and out of the area, but we'll get some cool footage of this whole area. It'd be sweet. All right guys, so we sat down. We've been glassing for maybe like 15-20 minutes and spotted one. I found the spring. There's a spring right over here that I was telling you guys about. And right as I was keeping an eye on it, a little 3x2 or something came down and kind of disappeared and then worked his way back up. So we're keeping an eye on him. But pretty cool to see something within the first like half hour on this mountain. So that might be a key spring that we need to keep an eye on. Alrighty, so the sun is finally setting, making it really hard to see anything. So we did see a buck, good news, but time for some dinner and enjoy the rest of the sunset and get to bed early because we got an early morning. So let's have some dinner. Good morning. It's 5:15. I'm sitting up on the hill, waiting for the sun to kind of come up so we can see if we could see any of the bucks that might come into this spring. So slept all right. Got my coffee ready for a good morning of scouting. well, unfortunately, nothing yet. Kind of surprised. Over here, heating up some breakfast burritos. Kayla, my wife, if you guys don't know, was nice enough to cook us some breakfast burritos, so we're heating those up. We'll probably jump on the quad. There's a couple of roads we want to go check out and maybe get up to one of the peaks, kind of glass down in there. So far, been good. We saw one last night, just nothing this morning, so we might go explore. Alright guys, we are back at our glassing spot this morning by our camp spot. Our camp spot is just down there. We spent a good amount of time glassing this entire hillside this morning. We spent quite a few hours out on the quad, checking out some different roads, going to different springs, checking things out, glassing from there. Absolutely nothing so far. So we did see the buck last night, which was exciting. So we thought it was gonna be good. Nothing this morning, nothing at that spring, and just nothing all day. So, bummer. So we got back to camp, kind of relaxed for a minute, recoup. We're bringing our stuff down here. We're gonna glass again tonight and see if we see anything, but pretty much just expecting that there's just not a lot of deer out here and we're not gonna waste too much time. So we are gonna hopefully check some stuff out tonight. If we see anything, great. If not, we're probably loading up in the morning and getting back. So a bit of a short trip. There's just not a lot out here and we don't want to waste time sitting here looking for things that aren't here. So we're gonna sit here, glass a little bit more, and figured we'll just kind of finish out almost like a camp and cook. We got some burgers that we're gonna make tonight after we glass. So we'll make those, get a good night's sleep, hopefully see something before that. We'll see. That was possibly the coolest thing that could have happened. Dad was over here checking out. There's a spring across the road, and Dad was checking it out and saw just a big body. Yep, big body. Thought it might be a deer, but he was like, that's way too big. So he's like, Jake, come here. And he's like, it's a bull elk. I was like, what? No way. Literally last year, this happened on my very first deer hunt ever. We saw like a 5x5 bull elk, and now out here, one small 2x2 deer, and I think a 6x6 elk across literally 200 yards away.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Like, not far. That was cool. Still no deer on this side, but
still looking.
Yeah, still looking. But wow, that was really cool. Good spot, dude. We are back at camp. No more deer tonight. All good. No worries. We're gonna cook some burgers tonight. So we've got some ground turkey, some onions. I'll do some salt and pepper. Gonna mash all of that together in the ground turkey, make some burgers, cook them on our little stove over here, and have ourselves a delicious dinner. The temps are already dropping. It gets pretty cold at night. It's been low to mid 80s during the day, but drops to low 50s at night, which feels nice after a long hot day. But let's get to cooking. Alrighty guys, so yes, we left camp. We are about 3 hours into the drive, but we drove by this on the way out there, and it's a place that's pretty famous, and it's literally out in the middle of nowhere. It's in Middlegate, Nevada, I believe is the town. We're right outside of Fallon, and there is a restaurant literally out in the desert in the middle of nowhere, as you see. And it's a little restaurant bar, and it seems pretty cool. It's a little old country bar. So we're gonna stop here, have some lunch, and check it out. I've seen this in some videos of some YouTubers that I watch, and I've always wanted to come, and we just happen to be passing right by it. So we're stopping for some lunch. There's Daddy-o. But when I mean in the middle of nowhere, like the middle of nowhere, this is crazy. Even if you get out there and you don't come home with anything, which is what happened to me last year, came home empty-handed, you're still out in the mountains, you're still enjoying your time outside, you're still seeing wildlife, and you're seeing things that you would never see when you're out here at home or in town or working out or whatever you're doing. You usually at least come home with a great experience. At the end of the day, getting outside, getting in the mountains with your friends, your family, even if you're by yourself, getting out there and seeing the wildlife and just being out in nature is what it's really all about. Even if you come home empty-handed, at least you're still getting in the mountains, you're still making memories, and you're still getting that experience. And to me, that's what it's all about.